In 2016, Kris Bryant won the National League MVP award and helped bring the Cubs their first World Series title since before World War I. In 2017, he followed that up with an arguably better season as the Cubs once again made a deep playoff run. For the rest of the 2010s, he was a very solid player on a Cubs team that was always in contention one way or another. In 2020, he definitely didn't have his greatest year, but bounced back nicely in the first half of the 2021 season. In 93 games with the Cubs that year, he put up an .861 OPS while also mashing 18 home runs and 19 doubles. On July 30th, with the Cubs sitting at 50-55 and with no meaningful chance at the playoffs, they decided to have a fire sale. Anthony Rizzo was traded to the Yankees, Javier Baez was traded to the Mets, Craig Kimbrell was traded to the White Sox, and Kris Bryant was traded to the Giants. In San Francisco, Bryant was still good, but definitely took a step back compared to his numbers with the Cubs in the first half. He was great for the Giants in the 2021 NLDS, and that was a big boost towards his upcoming free agency that offseason. At just 29 years old, it seemed like Kris Bryant had a lot left in the tank. He wasn't quite the player he was in 2016 and 2017, but still would have been a great addition to a contending team. The team that ended up signing him in the end was not a contending team, rather a team that finished with just 74 wins in the 2021 season. The Colorado Rockies inked Bryant to a contract over 7 years and worth $182 million. To say the absolute least, this was pretty shocking, considering that the Rockies aren't usually the type of team to break the bank in free agency. $26 million a year for Kris Bryant wasn't exactly the best contract for him. In his career, he had never made more than $20 million in a season. A contract something like maybe 3 or 4 years and worth $50 million to $70 million would have made a lot more sense. But the Rockies really wanted their guy and they felt they had to make it happen. The first year of the contract went smoothly when Bryant could stay on the field. In 42 games, he posted a 125 WRC+, meaning that he was 25% better than the average hitter in Major League Baseball. The problem was that he only played in 42 games, which is barely 1/4 of the season. This was due to several injuries, including disc problems in his back and plantar fasciitis in his left foot. These injuries put him on the shelf for the vast majority of the 2022 season. Even if he did play, the Rockies wouldn't have been that much better for it, as they finished in last place in the NL West with a measly 68 wins. After what was basically a lost season for both Kris Bryant and the Rockies in 2022, it was definitely time for a reset in 2023. Bryant got off to an underwhelming start through the month of May. In 214 plate appearances, he had just 11 extra base hits, with one of the worst average exit velocities of his career at 86.8 miles per hour. A 720 OPS at Coors Field, which is what he had, is like a 670 OPS at every other park, and plus stats such as WRC Plus and OPS Plus reflected that. Bryant bruised his left heel on June 1st and then hit the injured list for about a month. When he came back in July, he was even worse than he was in April and May, managing a paltry 707 OPS due to a less than desirable 82.9 miles per hour average exit velocity. On July 22nd, he fractured his left pointer finger and was done for the rest of the year. In total, he played just 80 games while taking 335 plate appearances. He didn't do much with his time as he hit just 10 home runs and had a WRC Plus of 73. 2022 was bad, but 2023 seemed even worse. And now in 2024, things are only going even more downhill for Kris Bryant. It's July 27th right now, and the now 32-year-old outfielder has played in only 27 of the Rockies' 104 team games. At 32.2%, he has the 4th worst strikeout rate in baseball. His mobility is completely gone due to several lower half injuries that I have talked about in this video. No matter where the Rockies put him in the field, he has been below average. In 44 innings in right field this season, he has -1 defensive run saved. In 79 innings at first base, he has posted -1 defensive run saved as well. More disc problems in his back, a rib contusion, and an oblique strain are what has kept him out of so many games this year. He's healthy right now, but there's no telling how long it will last. It's only year 3 of a 7-year contract, and at 32 years old with injuries stacking up, Kris Bryant's contract with the Rockies could prove to be an all-time disaster of epic proportions. Definitely like and subscribe if you have not yet, and thanks for watching this video.